So, for Stormy Weather 2, this episode was basically a recap and flashbacks to Season 1, Season 2, and also there was scenes from also Season 3 from Chris Master's episode. So after watching this episode, I felt like they were trying to tell us of how far these character has grown and has been developed, and each character's relationships with the other character. There wasn't much focusing on the villain of this episode. We didn't see how they defeated her. It's a different tone and different change, because since I've watched season 3, it kind of changed from season 2 and season 1 in terms of playing the superhero, because season 1 and season 2, mostly the episodes we see Ladybug and Cat Noir defeating them and the whole fight scenes, but so far it has changed in season 3. Like in Word at the beginning, we didn't see how they defeated the baby that got akumatized. This episode, we didn't see how they de-akumatize Stormy Weather. So this first scene, Alia wants to hang out and do homework at her place with Nino, but Nino has to give the homework to Adrian, but Marinette suggested that she'll do it, so they should go hang out. And on the other side here, Chloe is talking bad things to Aurora about her being the weather girl and not doing so good at school with her grades. And then it's back to Marinette's room, and she's talking with Tiki about her and Adrian, that she can't really confess to him because every time she tried to talk to him, she always very clumsy in front of him and can't talk at all. It's just as Chloe mentioned that she can't talk normally to him. And Chloe also did say that about Alia not being able to find Ladybug's identity, and saying that they are a good match of being friends. And Tiki said, well, Marinette, she has improved, and since the beginning of the school year, her relationship with Adrian, that it has grown and they've become good friends that could talk to each other. And actually Marinette has improved, and she could talk more to him, not being clumsy and can't talk to him, blabbering. And then shift the focus to Natalie. This is kind of like the first time we see more character development to her, of how she thinks about the whole thing. She's talking to herself that it hasn't been good, that she shouldn't have taken up this job because it's too much sometimes. She doesn't show it, but she thinks that it's too much, and she has grown to have an affection for Adrian, and she cares about him and wants to do something about that. But also she also cares for Emily, that she's not dead, she is just deep into sleeping. And Gabriel, she has grown to love him, and she never thought that would happen. So, and because of how she feels for Gabriel, she would do anything to bring back Emily because she likes him. It looks like she's still sick from transforming into Mayura. And here Gabriel was going to transform into Hawkmoth, but before that Adrian came in. That was pretty close. And Adrian just wants to talk with him, but he won't talk. And then Nuru gave Gabriel like advice that he shouldn't be doing this. He should be spending time with his own son, and that don't you think that being Hawkmoth, it will damage their relationship and it won't be better. And Gabriel just don't want to listen to Nuru at all. So here he transformed into Gabriel, and then he took Nuru's advice into consideration, and asking himself that is he making bad mistake about doing all of this, because he's risking his own son's life as well. It's not only once but more than once he's been in danger. But then Hawkmoth just thinks that at any price he will do this because he wants to bring his wife back, because he wants his son to be happy and also wants to become a family together again, including Emily, so the family will be complete and be happier. Aurora gets akumatized again in the elevator, the same place, with her umbrella as well. Now here is Adrian and talking about his father and how he's not spending time with him. Plagg just talks about how he loves cheese. Yeah, he never stops loving. And Plagg doesn't understand still why he wants to go to school, even though he has the opportunity to just stay home, because Adrian just wants to go meet out people. He feels like locked up in his house and he wants to talk. And then Plagg mentions about the time he went to the movies with that girl, which is Marinette, and his father didn't punish him for it, but instead they watched a movie with Emily in the movie, and how Gabriel agreed letting him go hang out with his friends, and about the gift Gabriel gave him this year, which is a scarf. He doesn't know that it was created by Marinette, so he thinks it's from his father. He's kind of happy about it, but still unhappy of his father not spending much time with him. And then Stormy Weather seems like there's a volcano behind, and she has gotten stronger, her powers, and she has still the same look. What she's doing is using this big giant volcano to move the earth away from the sun, and it will get colder and colder to show people how powerful she is. And then Ladybug made a pun which made Kenmore kind of happy. Dahlia said that if it wasn't for Hawkmoth they wouldn't have been together, but also it was Ladybug as well which put them in the cage at the zoo. And also because of Ladybug they became superheroes. And Alia knew from the beginning that Nino was Carapace, that he's a bad liar, and they were about to kiss, but then the twins came in saying that they're scared of Stormy Weather. Also Nora came in to get all of them, and she's pretty strong. Then Chloe talks about how she's a good person and she's very nice, she's done good things, but actually from the flashbacks it's basically bad things she's done, and I think she realized that she looks like hesitating from her facial expression. And a friend also said that, right, she says that Ladybug could have never defeated Despair Bear without her. Yes, that episode Chloe is helping Ladybug, yes, she was good help, and how she became a hero and helped the city. And now Ladybug talks about how great a team of her and Cat Noir is, and how they've grown and developed it. They got to know much more better about each other, and how they're good as a team. They've grown to trust each other, and they've been through a lot together, and that she's grateful for having him. And there's all these flashbacks. And then she tells Cat Noir that they can defeat Stormy Weather because they've been through a lot together. She is smiling at him. And we didn't see how they defeated it, as I mentioned before. And here is the reporter. Her name is Clara. I am confused when I saw this. Like, Tom doesn't have blonde hair. He has like dark brown, and he has like blonde. Then here, Marinette in front of Adrian's house and bringing the homework and work he missed from school today, telling Natalie that to tell him it's from Marinette, and she posted a note on it and to say it's from her. And he, as usual, is talking about Ladybug and how cool and awesome, how much he loves her. And Plagg even mentions that how she not loving him and loving someone else. Plagg then suggests that he should find another girl that is available, and there's all these cards from Valentine's Day, and on top is the card that Marinette wrote. And then Natalie comes up with the book from Marinette, and she said that oh, is from your friend Marinette. Like the way she says it is so like specific. Your friend, and it kind of hit me a bit. Oh god. And then Adrian saw Marinette's handwriting and then remembers the card that the handwriting is the same. Here, Adama Tonami Marinette. And then he says, what? Marinette? In love with me? And then a flashback back to Fightingale where he confronts her about the pictures on her wall in her bedroom. And as usual, he does not believe that Marinette loves him. And from the facial expression, he kind of looks sad a bit, hesitating to believe that Marinette actually loves him. And he even says that Marinette has someone else, which is Luca. That's what he thinks. And there's a flashback back to Frozen episode where there's that Lucanette moment. Then he says that it's just someone that has similar writing. That's all. Okay, overall this episode is just a recap of what has happened and how all the characters have grown so far. Also, we learned something new and from Natalie and how she's feeling, character development, and about Emily's state, that she's sleeping at the moment, and how Marinette will deal being a friend to Adrian while also loving him. She won't step back, she's gonna move forward. She's gonna not move forward, she's going to try somehow to confess to him. And Adrian, he still loves Ladybug as usual, and he doesn't believe that Marinette loves him, even though he was kind of connecting the dots. And from his facial expression, he looks kind of sad. Yeah, just as I said. I don't know what to talk about the villain. The akumatized victim villain, yeah. It's just all she has the same outfit and stuff, but only her power is more powerful. If you liked this video, you could give it a like. And if you want to see more videos from me, you could subscribe. And yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.